between May 4th to the 6th, the junior high went to Westminster Woods for their experiential trip. Students enjoyed the low and high ropes courses that are challenging for students. I got a chance to interview some of the students and a teacher that went on the trip.
It was probably the team building. We did like team activities, like one we had to do this puzzle with tires where we had to stack, the biggest one on the bottom, smallest one on the top, and it was actually, I was surprised because my team, I was worried like, oh, my team is going to fail this, we're going to have a lot of bickering, but no, when someone had an idea, we did it. It was great actually seeing stuff get done, so yeah, that's my favorite part.
I'd say my favorite part of the trip definitely has to be the night hike. There were a lot of cool things we did in there. We got to see the reaction when you hit two pieces of quartz together, how it makes sparks. That was pretty cool. And we also got to see how when you crunch on a lifesaver, the candy that actually glows, which is pretty interesting. Also, people were really interested in seeing the collection of laser pointers I have too, so people like that as well.
My favorite part about the trip would probably be the night hike where my friend got to show us this amazing show of lasers. It was really beautiful to see how the naturalist tiny laser had a small dot to go up, say, a mile or two.
Well, not only just going back to Westminster Woods and seeing the place where I lived and worked for 3 years and seeing old friends, but I love seeing the students work so well on the challenge course and be afraid, but help pick each other back up, sometimes literally up off of the ropes, and it was just a joy to see them work together.
Sounds like the junior high had a blast at Westminster Woods. See you next time on Stanford Student News.
To engage Stanford students in community art, British teacher Mary Hurlbut is promoting the Hexagon Wave project. Students created patterns on individual hexagon-shaped pieces of paper, then added their piece to a wave of everyone's hexagon on the wall next to the library. It first started with British students. Soon, other students were welcome to contribute to the project too. There are supplies outside of the library if you want to make one of these hexagon designs. Instructions are posted on the wall. Please be sure to look at the instruction before creating and designing your own amazing hexagons.
I suggested this idea because I thought it'd be really nice to brighten up our space and then to bring everyone's creativity together into a project that was cohesive and collective. So it's what I like to call a collaborative installation project.
Don't be a square. Think outside the box, or in this case, the hexagon. See you next time on Stanford Student News.
On Thursday, April 14th, the junior high created DNA models out of Connects. This was a fun hands-on project that helped teach the kids about the human genome, which they are studying in science.
These are the pieces that I use to draw this into a double helix.
We basically made DNA strands out of connects. Each of us got a set. Some people went in pairs and 3 parts. So we made a DNA strand that both sides were this gray material, and then we took it apart and cut it and cut it in half, and then replicated it with the yellow side. So instead of just being one DNA with 2 gray sides, it's 2 DNA with 1 gray side and 1 yellow side.
And this is a perfect example of how DNA can replicate, and we model that in our project.
Exactly. And here is some other people.
Yeah, other people. We were all in groups, and many people, including us, enjoyed it.
Sounds fun. See you next time on Stanford Student News.
Teacher Appreciation Week is amazing. Students got to give their thanks to teachers that they have classes with, they see around the halls, and teachers who have helped them through tough times. Art teacher Camille had students write their notes into envelopes addressed to staff members and teachers, so they could say their thanks to teachers. I interviewed Camille, and here's what she had to say.
So this project right here is being done by all the students that come to the art room. It is for Teacher and Staff Appreciation Week, which is coming up in May. And so what we've done is we have taken some paper and created a paper pocket. And then what I'm asking all students to do is to create messages showing appreciation for their teacher, and then they're putting them in here. And then there's the reason why there's a little hole punch, because what's going to happen is they will all come together, and I will put a little ring around them and put them back in the envelope. These will be given to teachers and staff members so they can read about the different things that the students have to say about them. There's really nice positive comments and how important staff and faculty are to our students.
Thank you, teachers, for giving us an amazing school year, and I'll see you next time on Sandbridge Student News.
In December 2015, the nonprofit Family Giving Tree outdid themselves again. In their 2014 Holiday Wish Drive, Family Giving Tree delivered 71,600 gifts to 323 agencies. In 2015, they delivered 72,600 gifts, 1,000 more than last time. Very impressive indeed. And ever since I delivered the wrapping paper dispenser cards, FGD has gotten past the 65,000 and 70,000 gift marks. Thanks to all who volunteered. See you next time on Sandbridge Student News.
As the year draws to a close, we say goodbye to our seniors and some of our junior high students. We at Sandbridge Student News like to keep you informed, so here are the plans for some of our soon-to-be graduates.
My favorite moment of junior high was that I went to Westminster Woods for the second time. Next year, I'm coming to Sandbridge for high school.
My favorite junior high is the field trip. I went to Westminster Woods. I'm going to Stanford for high school.
My favorite memory was going to Westminster Woods with my class. This year I might be going to school in Japan.
Well, my favorite part of junior high was having lunch with my friend. Where I used to eat lunch was that net right there, and I'm coming back for high school. I'm gonna miss you, junior high.
My favorite memory from junior high is going on the experiential trips. And where I'm going to high school next year is Summit.
My favorite memory was going to Westminster Woods. I'm not sure where I'm going to high school next year.
My favorite moment from junior high was just, for instance, going to the Halloween carnival. That I really enjoyed that. Being around the festival, and hanging out with all my friends. Next year I'm attending high school at Alma Heights Christian. It's in Pacifica.
I'm guessing my favorite memory from junior high is probably Westminster Woods. It was really, really fun, and it was really lively, because everyone was yelling, and we all had a lot of fun. We were playing, we were exploring, and it was really nice. Next year I'll be attending Sandwich for high school.
My favorite highlight of junior high was the Coho crossing at Westminster Woods. Next year I will be attending Stanbridge for my 9th year.
My favorite moment in junior high this year was probably the Westminster Woods trip, and next year I'm going to high school here.
My favorite moment from junior high was going to Westminster Woods because it was real fun and you get to do the challenge course. Next year I'll be going to Palo Alto Prep.
My favorite highlight from the junior high year was definitely all the field trips we went on with people. I enjoyed them, they were fun, and also kind of give you an interesting break from normal schoolwork. And next year I am going for 1 year again to Stanbridge and then transferring to Mid-Peninsula.
My favorite moment from junior high, definitely when I first came, how accepting the class was. Next year I hope to stay here for high school.
My favorite moment from 8th grade was when I helped my dad, who's also the music teacher, out with setting up his plays, taking down his plays, or just random odd jobs. Always made me feel good, better about myself. I'm going to go to Design Tech. It's this charter school that it's pretty cool. It's in a warehouse right now. They're planning on moving next to the big old Oracle building, and it's looking good. I originally thought I wasn't going to get in, but the odds were in my favor.
My favorite moment of junior high was playing on the Bulldog basketball team. And where I'm going next year is Sandbridge Academy for high school.
My favorite moment at Stanbridge was the Yosemite trip. Next year I'll be going to Foothill College for the Tools for Transition and Work program.
My favorite memory at Stanbridge is a DC trip. I'm not sure, but I think next year I'm going to do the 5th year program.
My favorite moment at Stanbridge was probably rocking out as the Predator at the talent show.
And next year, I plan to stay here for the 5th year program.
I'm not sure what my favorite moment was, so since considering I've been here for like 6 years, maybe it was winning the Hawaii vacation at the auction. Next year I plan to go to West Valley College.
I think my favorite moment at Stanbridge was when I realized that they actually follow the safety precautions given by the government. Next year, I'm going to attend Kenyatta. I'm going to get some necessary classes out of the way, see how the college life suits me. Then I'm going to go to Notre Dame and get a degree in special education in English.
I really liked when the school had beach day, when we went to the beach and did those activities at the beach, kind of like field day but at the beach. And next year I plan to attend UC Berkeley, and I'm gonna do chemistry, I think, and physics and computer science.
My favorite moment at Stanbridge is field day and doing experiments with Jay. I'm going to St. Mary's College of California next year. I think I am majoring in art history.
My favorite moment at Stanbridge was a basketball game against Star Academy. I was able to score 14 points in the 4th quarter of that game. Next year I plan on going to College of San Mateo, and I'm going to major in accounting.
My favorite moment at Stanbridge is when the school showed the entire high school a video I edited. And next year I plan on going to San Francisco State University, where I am majoring in computer science.
No matter what you have planned for next year, I wish you all the best. I will see you soon on Stanbridge Student News.
A lovely tradition here at Stanbridge is the end of the year senior luncheons, where the seniors, their parents, and teachers come together to eat and reminisce. There is good food, laughter, and even a few tears. The teachers and parents love this tradition because it is an opportunity to express how proud they are of the senior class. This year, the senior luncheon was on May 14th at Vault 164, a restaurant in San Mateo. I spoke to Jay Huston about his experience attending these luncheons.
The senior luncheon is probably one of my favorite events of the year, if not my favorite. The seniors and the teachers all come together, and we have a very nice meal where we all dress up and have a very adult conversation. And then it culminates with the parents giving a nice little speech about the accomplishments and the challenges that their children have faced. And it is a tearjerker every year. It's a really endearing event that we have every year.
It is a truly wonderful and heartfelt tradition. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time on Stanbridge Student News.